Welcome back everybody, and today I'm sat upstairs in the window here because there's a view outside that I've been trying to paint for a long time, and I've recently just picked up what I painted before and I've literally just scrubbed over it. As you can see, it's a little pony up in the field above, but what I'm hoping to do is to resurrect it somehow. So I'm just going to show you what I'm trying to paint, and it's over here. I don't know if you can see through the window, but it's up there. Can you see the pony? It's up there in the field, and it's very wet. Very wet indeed. So what I'm going to do is just going to get on with this and see what happens. I'm going to put the camera down here. Hopefully you'll be able to see what I'm trying to do here. Let's have a go and see what happens. So the pony's up in the field there. He's got his rug on. Actually, the rug is blue, but because it's so wet and muddy up there, it looks the colour of him, which is a bay. It's a bay colour. Anyway, what I'm going to do is just to try and get the trees in and leave him in the distance and just see what happens here. I'll just put some colour on and have a go and see what happens. I mean, it might turn out absolutely awful, but it's going to be fun. I'm going to say that it's going to be fun because I'm not going to care too much about detail. I'm just going to go for it. Just going to go for it. Try and put in the trees that were there before. Or the branches, I should say. There's quite a lot of branches there. I've noticed the trees are actually starting to change colour already. I suppose it is September, and we do expect the autumn to kick in. The thing is, we've been hanging on for a lovely summer to come, but we've only had some odd days here and there, which is sad really, but that's how it is. So what I'm going to do is what I thought of doing, because he's always up there at the top, I thought I might just place the trees in a way that frames him like this, so it comes around and frames him. By the way, I'm using gouache, and I'm glad I did, because gouache, you can rework it, although it's looking a bit muddy at the moment, but hopefully with a bit of patience I might be able to get it back. Sorry if you can hear some squeaking, it's just this computer chair here. This is my computer corner, by the way. I've got my laptop, my printer, all my bits and pieces I need for printing up, posting out, everything I need is here. There we go, let's go up with this. So already it's taking shape. Got a long way to go, but just having fun. What I'm trying to do is to get some colours going in. Not worrying too much about is it right, is it wrong? Is it this? Is it that? Questions that you have to ask yourself all the time when you're painting. Normally on a day like this, which is Sunday, I like to get out, paint outdoors, but it's just been so wet and miserable. I'm not going to bother. I hope I've got this in the right position. Wait a minute, let's have a look. Let's put it up there a bit more, that's better. You can see. So he's up here. You can still, even though I've rubbed it out quite a lot, there's a lot there still visible, which I like because I don't have to put too much detail in. I'm literally just trying to find my way around without too much detail. What I want to do is put some, there's a lot of ivy over there. I'm going to use some, these are Darlarowny gouache paints. They're very good actually, except I do like to mix a bit of burnt sienna with this green, because this green is actually, doesn't look, looks a little bit artificial. So if I use a little bit of burnt sienna, it tones it down. There we are, so I can start adding a little bit more. I think maybe that's a little bit too artificial. That's that colour. I've added a little bit of yellow. That makes it a little bit more natural. What I want to do is, there's lots of leaves coming up and around the trees, so I thought I might dash some of those in as well, like that. Some there. It's supposed to stop raining later, so I'm hoping to get out for a nice walk later on. Take my sketchbook out with me, which I always do. Maybe do a little bit of sketching somewhere. Down on the beach. I live quite close to the beach. So yes, this is taking shape a bit better now. A little bit more here. What I want to do is make this look like foliage. Put some yellow ochre in. Splodge it on a bit. As you can see, there's not a lot of detail here, which I quite like actually. What I tend to do is get out the fine liner later, just bring in a few little bits and pieces. But for now, just enjoying this splodging. What I might do is change my brush, which unfortunately, wait a minute, have I got any tissues? Yes. I need some kitchen. I usually have a kitchen roll here, so I can wipe my brush, or a cloth, or anything really, just to wipe my brush on. I'm trying to use several different brushes, otherwise it'll look all too samey. This is a flat brush. Get some nice straight bits, twiggy bits. That's what I call twiggy bits. they are actually twiggy bits. Look, can you see that? That's more twiggy. Makes it look more natural if you put a few little dots and dashes here and there. Do some over here as well. Although the trees in front, I'm looking at as well for reference, but a lot of the time I'm making this up just because I'm trying to do a little bit more looser. If I look at it too much from reality up there, what happens is I try and get it too perfect, which I really don't need to do. As I say, this is a loosening up exercise, although I am trying hard to get this little picture to a place where it will look like something. Because that little pony, sad to see, is on his own. He did have a companion a couple of weeks ago. Now they've taken his companion away. Well, actually it was a new companion because I hadn't seen. It's like a little white mare that was up there with him. But he wasn't there for, she wasn't there for long. So he always seems to be on his own, that one. I don't even think he goes out much for a ride. I used to have horses a long time ago, but now I'm just, especially in this, ooh, just touched the camera, especially in this weather. I always used to say, who wants a horse on a day like this? Because honestly, it's not very nice going riding. Although I used to ride quite a lot in the rain. I was always okay once I was on the horse. If it started to rain afterwards, I didn't mind so much. Let's change the brush again. This is a round brush. One of my favourites. Gives to a nice point actually, this one. As you can see, it's well used. So I've got this far here in this painting, and there's still quite a lot of foliage on the trees up the top. So I'm just going to indicate that by putting some blobs in. Going a bit blobby. I'm enjoying this actually. I really like doing this. That is a little bit unnatural looking, so let's put some, oh look, I like the pattern that brush is making. Very leafy looking, I like that. Just doing that, giving this lovely leaf. Can you see? Oh look, look at that. Yes, I like that. Looks like I think it's like a sycamore leaf in the shape of that. Yeah, I like that. see if I can do it that way. No, go that way then, like that. As I say, I don't want to overdo it. So I've still got my horse up there. It's quite misty up there actually, and he is kind of hidden in the mist a bit. I like this archway that gives him this little frame. Going to put some more, use that colour up a bit more. Don't want to cover my horse up. Get over here a bit. I'll cover him up, don't want to do that. That's better, isn't it? So this is just a bit of fun. And it hasn't taken me very long. Yeah, I'm very happy with that. Do a bit more down here. There was a fence there, but I've concealed it a little bit, hidden it, because a couple of reasons. One, it was right in the centre and it cut this picture in half. Two, I don't like to see a fence across because it actually looks like it's prohibiting you from looking through. So always remember that if you're putting a fence around anything, it kind of stops your eye from looking through. What I want is for your eyes to go through that and follow these curves in and around and out again, like this. If I put this here, in a way it's intentionally taking your eye across and over here, so you actually then can spot the horse, even though he's quite concealed and I haven't put any detail back onto him. It makes it look a little bit more mysterious. So with that, I'm going to finish, I think. Finish that. Yes, I'm happy with that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, could you please do me a favour and just like and subscribe? It does help build this little channel I've got here. Thank you for watching and see you next week. Bye bye.